welcome to here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Genesee County, New York, our Rags to Riches series. We're now into the month of August here. Between last episode, I skipped time through the night here. We're still working on one contract here yet from the month of July, and that is the Field 50 harvest. And you're about halfway done with that field here. Again, that's the barley harvest here. So that one's in progress. And then okay, well, those contracts just disappeared there. So I was just looking at the contracts we have listed here. Again, you folks just seen it there. The contracts just literally disappear off the list. I don't think it was anything we really wanted, but still. Yeah, kind of annoying the contracts. Oh, that actually does open. Cool. We're up at the, I call this the sleeping house. This actually really is, it's the, carriage house? Yeah, they call it the carriage house over here, everyone. The nice thing about this house, when you go to sleep at it, it takes you, right to the sleep trigger. You can just sleep right there. Rather than the other house where you have to go find the bedroom and then sleep that way. This one, boom, right there. So I kind of like that. Well, it's an interesting picture up there. Never noticed that before. Cool. Anyway, let's head over to our harvesting setup over here on Field 50. See what's how we're doing. Ooh, looks like we're full. You know, and I know the contract, okay, I guess it's 42 or 41%. I was going to say, that does not look like it's quite halfway harvested. You don't realize how much the headland actually makes up of the field. Yeah. Finishing that headland, that one is, half field sometimes, right? Anyway, looks like Auto Drive has that one under control. And if we go check our contracts, that one, there was two contracts here that caught my eye. Field 48, cultivating. Okay, we'll take that one. And then we have Field 57, harvesting. Yeah, not interested. Nope. Actually, can we clear the contracts to just get rid of that one? Okay, per this, if we were to do this contract, having it claims we would end up with $234,000. That is a pretty good payout, but I think I had enough of the potato harvesting I did last time. That is, and the bad part about that one is the fact that it has to go to the Goldcrest Valley, which is using the train. The train only holds 300,000 potatoes. The train station itself only holds 500,000. It probably wouldn't be so bad if the train station and the train held millions of liters of potatoes, but no, they don't hold millions of liters. They only hold a couple 100,000, and so let's be honest. a couple 100,000 is not much. I know it sounds like a big number, 500,000 liters. And it's 5 truckloads. That's literally all. It is not much. It's not much at all. So. Anyway, let's go grab our cultivating contract here, I guess. Actually, I gotta go find the cultivating tractor. I don't think he's at the shop, I think I was out on a field we finished up, so... Oh, yeah, had to go refuel the combine here in between episodes as well. Oh, where would I find you? I'll just tab around. Oh, yeah, sowing. Let's get you off the field. Probably some equipment I should have headed back to the shop here. Be a good idea. Where is the road? Is that the road there? Yep, looks like it is. Okay. Couldn't quite tell. And there's our truck as well, isn't it? Speaking of truck here, our seed hopper is actually still open yet. Whoops. Hopefully, as the day progresses, we'll actually end up with a few more contracts. We'll see how we end up here. So far, I know the contracts here for today are not looking the greatest, but usually as the day progresses, usually more contracts typically will show up, at least to some extent anyway. Let's see. Nope. Should I be concerned? Maybe. There we go. That's what I was looking for, everyone. Cultivating tractor. Although we were doing cultivating here last episode, so I don't know. Maybe we should go do some harvesting. We could take over for the combine, I suppose. Oh, and what field are we going to? Field 48. Have we been to Field 48 before? Yes, verdict is we have been. Actually, I don't know if that's the best way to go or not. We'll just let auto drive. I'm not even sure where we're at here at the moment. This is, oh, we're down here. Okay, yeah, we are down here. No, that is not the best way to go then. We probably preferably want to go the other way. There we go. Okay, that'll be a little bit better. And I'll tell you folks what, we'll be back here as soon as we reach our destination. Okay, and we're back. We have arrived at our destination here, field 48. Let's get our cultivator folded out here. Again, we're pulling this with a John Deere 9620. I keep wanting to say 9620R, but it is only just a 9620. Oh, let's see what's here. Probably get some GPS set up here in a minute. Let's start here, though, first. Oh, and what angle do we think we need here for this field? That is a good question. Actually, this side of the field, am I seeing things? Does this look like it's fairly straight? Could be wrong, but that looks like it's actually fairly straight. Are we actually going to need to use our 0, or actually, you know what? I do have a 0-degree line. I was creating a 360 here. Was it last episode? 360, 0, same thing, of course. I never checked that. I do actually have a 0-degree line, don't I? Never even looked at that here last episode, did I? Oh, well. Or was it episode, whatever it was, that when we were creating a 360-degree line, because the field was 31, I think, is also actually has a somewhat of a straight side on it. Something really not expecting to find on this map here, but hey, cool. Not going to complain about that. Again, if you're not familiar with this map, you have one. The entire map, well, as you can see from this view here, is ever so slightly rotated here. And of course, just to make things fun, not everything is rotated exactly the same. So, yeah, this isn't quite straight, is it? It's pretty close, but not quite. Might be like one of those 359s or something like that. Oh, well, close enough for what we're doing, I think. And any other contracts show up? Actually, we can click the new contracts here, right? Hey, there we go. Fertilizing. Hey, that's actually not a bad one. We'll take that contract. Yeah, we're going to skip that potato one. Not interested, Evan. Not interested at all. Nope. Not one little bit. Speaking of fertilizing, though, I should probably go find our John Deere fertilizer spreader. Actually, lime spreader at the moment. We'll switch out the lime box and the fertilizer box and head over to, was it field 21? And turn our details on here. Ooh. Okay, so that'll kind of tell you folks, you know, what it estimates we're actually going to get from the contract here. So, you know, that almost $20,000 fertilizing contract is now just under $12,000, right? Nice thing about the cultivating contracts, as I keep saying, when it comes to cultivating, it's easy contract. I guess we do have fuel costs, which I guess that mod is not probably calculating that into it, is it? Other than the fuel costs, that one, and I guess equipment maintenance costs here too. We don't have any other inputs necessarily into this here. We don't have to buy any fertilizer, seed, anything like that. So other than just a little bit of fuel, and then I'm not sure what the equipment cost on this necessarily would be, but that is all we would have into this. So not too bad. Again, compared to fertilizer, where you still have your fuel and your equipment costs, but then now you also have your fertilizer costs, which, yeah, it says it's going to be $7,450 to fertilize that field. And then, of course, you have the harvest contracts, which those are also pretty good, if you ask me, because there you get to sell the profits, or the extras, I guess, which is that number? I presume that is that number right there, and that's the profit. So that's once we finish with the contract and we fulfill the contract, Evan, there should be this amount left over. Actually, that number just changed, didn't it? Oh, whatever. So, yeah, profit per minute, 508, 659, 557. Okay, yeah, not too bad. We'll finish this round here a minute, and then we'll go grab our fertilizer spreader, get that going. I was hoping maybe we'd have a little bit more for contract work here in the month of August, Evan, but I'll have to see once. Actually, what does it have for calendar? So, harvest canola and oats. Also potatoes. Yeah, not interested. Sorghum. I wonder if it'll probably be like October or something. Maybe we'll get a little bit busy then, because they'll have corn, sunflowers, soybeans, sugar beets, sugarcane, cotton. A couple of which we probably have no interest in harvesting. At least if you ask me anyway. Ooh, just missed the pole. That was close. Okay, let's see if we can go find the fertilizer spreader here a minute. There he is. We probably need to send you over to the shop here first, though, because, yeah, you do have the line box on you. That's what I suspected. Oh, what field are we on here? That is a good question. I have no idea. Field 59, huh? Field 59, okay. Suppose maybe we should narrow this up here for our road travel. Let's see once here. Was it mouse? Where's the mouse control for that? Oh, that's a door. Okay, so it has an open and closing door. There it is. Both mouse buttons. Okay. Yeah, narrow you up here just a little bit for road travel. Okay, so shop. Yep, we should be all set. We probably want to go. I guess it doesn't really matter here what direction. Both probably going to be about the same. Okay, we'll just try to keep an eye on our status messages. Once the spreader reaches the shop, we'll tab back over there, get the fertilizer box hooked up, and actually field 20, where's field 21 here? Field 21 is 23, 22, 25. Where's 21? 28, 27. It's around here somewhere, right? 19. 21. Ah, okay, it's that little triangle field there. Okay, cool. Yeah, the numbers on this map always get me a little confused because, like, okay, field 22. Where's 21? Okay, I guess 21 actually is next to 22 here, next to 20. That one does make some sense. You know, of course, then we got, like, field 50 here. Where's 49? 49 is across. 48 is down here, though, so I don't know. Some of the numbering sequence has me scratching my head sometimes. Anyway, let's head over to the comment section in a minute. We'll see what you folks had to say here from last episode. And a reminder, of course, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Always very much appreciated. And of course, if you have any suggestions here for the series as well, throw them down below. Definitely thinking everyone, we'll see once how the next month goes. Actually, no, next month. I want to go to, what month was it here? October. I'd like to get to the month of October yet, at least, before we wrap this series up. So that's going to be kind of my goal here at this point. So probably another week's worth of episodes yet, I'm thinking of it, but then we'll see once after that here. I think it's going to be time to maybe wrap it up here. Again, I was potentially looking at doing maybe Farming Simulator 23 next, but again, some of you folks, yeah, we'll see once. We'll see once. At the very least, I wouldn't mind checking it out, even if we do like a real quick little short series or something on it. Everyone will have to see once. But we should probably start looking for another map, Kevin. Another map. So yes, if folks have any suggestions for new maps, let me know. Throw them down in the comments there. And then I kind of mentioned kind of one of my ideas here for the next series. And it's going to depend on the map, of course, but we didn't actually end up buying like any farmland or anything like that on this map, Evan. I'm thinking what we'll do, Evan, maybe take our profits, maybe even our equipment. We'll see once here. And we'll maybe actually start like buying farmland on the next map. If we do that on this map, I think that's going to end up being too long of a series, unless you folks want to see a series that long. Maybe we can, but yeah, I'm thinking if we end up buying farmland on this map, it's going to be, like I said, going to be a longer series if we do that. We're already, 50 plus episodes in here, and we definitely have probably enough money to buy some land here at this point, and I think we probably have all the equipment we need to farm with as well. I'm trying to think if we're missing anything or not. I think we're pretty good as far as I know. If we did end up buying some farmland, we'd definitely would have to do a little bit of work, though, especially as far as, like, stones and stuff are considered. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of stones on these fields here. In fact, I wonder if we go to this one here. See what the stones are looking like. Oh, actually, this one here just has small stones on it. That's a bit surprising. I was going to say most of them are probably up to medium to large stones here at this point. Not actually seeing any large stones right offhand here. Looks like most of these are orange. Of course, the spots are kind of hard to tell of them, but I'm thinking that looks like it's orange on most of them. Anyway, to the comments here. CS Benjai just gave me a thumbs up. Hey, thank you very much for that. That's literally his comment. I'm just a thumbs up. Norton was saying, I don't pay the hired workers. They should be paying me after all their screw-ups. Oh, that's a good one there, Norton. That is a good one. I like that. Let's see. Did that fertilizer spreader? Yes, oh, you know what? He's never actually going to reach his destination because there's a fuel truck in the way. So I'll move that fuel truck here a minute. There we go. Now he's at his destination. Yeah, if you leave something in the way, it's never going to quite reach it, is it? Oh, wow. Is that the... Oh. That's not the sprayer, is it? Okay, our spreader. That is the planting tractor. I forgot all about you. I mean, of course I didn't. No, I didn't forget about him. Not at all. Not at all. Shut the back window there. One of those tractors that has all the mouse controls for various things. There's the door, back window. Just close all that. You know, it's like the equipment that had the IC controls back in the day, for those who remember that. I don't know if IC controls are really a thing anymore, but back in, is that going back to the Farming Simulator 19 that had that? Or maybe it was 17. I forget how far back you got to go, but it used to be called IC control, interactive control. You could interact with the various parts of a piece of equipment, you know, open doors, windows, etc. Like I said, you don't really see so much of that anymore. And I think the main reason for that one, yes, it is cool, everyone. But let's face it, how many of you folks actually, like, use any of that? Like, you know, the first time you get in the tractor, like, ooh, the doors, windows, you know, whatever else opens and closes, and then do you ever use it again? Yeah, probably not, right? At the very least, I know from my experience, having, again, you know, you first get the tractor, check it out. There it goes. Disconnect that. Takes a second to disconnect there for some reason. I don't know why, but whatever. Yeah, you play around with that stuff the first time, right? And then, like I said, do you ever use it again? I don't. Okay, actually, you know, that probably should be enough fertilizer, I would think. We'll top it off here anyway, though, just to make sure. Make sure we put the right blend of fertilizer in here, right? For those who may be not familiar with fertilizer, there's all different blends. And, of course, you can get custom blends as well when it comes to fertilizer. And so, typically, you'll probably want your field checked. And they'll say, okay, it needs this or that, and it needs this much and that much, and, you know, these areas. And kind of two ways you can go about that. In the case of this particular spreader, everyone, it's set up to do two different types of fertilizer, and you can variable rate apply both. Okay, so back to field 21 here a minute. Nope, 22. 21. There we go, double check, that's 21 here, right? Yes, field 21. Any other contracts? We got to harvest canola, that was not too bad. Maybe if we finish up with our current one, I know it's a little under my $10,000 limit, but if we get bored, we can always do that one. Okay, back to our cultivating contract here. Oh, and I notice here as we're cultivating, when the rocks are getting bigger, aren't they? We're going from the small to the medium rocks. Cool. Anyway, going back to the fertilizer spreader there again, Evan, too. A lot of times farmers, you know, they'll have the soil sample done. And when you have a soil sample, I mean, there's a couple different ways you can do it, I guess. But you come out, you can just, like, test one spot in the field. Well, that's probably not going to give you a very good result, right, Evan? Like, that one spot could be really bad, could be really good. It could be representative of the field, but you never know. So, typically, you're going to want to check multiple spots. And then, of course, when it comes to checking multiple spots, Evan, farmers can determine essentially what I'm going to call the grid size of what they want checked. You know, do you want this size area, basically the resolution of your field, right? So are you going to check, 50 spots or 500 spots? Now, of course, if you check 500 spots, Evan, you're going to have a better resolution. You're going to be able to tell, like, okay, this little spot here needs, it's going to be a lot finer control. But then again, you're going to have to pay a lot more money for your soil test as well, right? But anyway, once the soil test is done, Evan, and you have your data on that, then you can set up what kind of fertilizer you need. And again, there's kind of 2 ways you can go about this, Evan. Now, if you're only maybe checking a few spots on the field, then maybe you're probably just going to want to put down whatever the recommended blend for that field is. So, blend off your nitrogen, your P, and your K, in whatever amount, and you're going to cover the entire field in the same prescription for that entire field. Now, if you're spending the big money, everyone, for better soil tests, or maybe more, I should say, more soil tests, then you're probably going to want a variable rate apply it, right? So this area needs more nitrogen, but not as much P and K. That part over there needs less nitrogen, but more P, so on and so forth. That part over there needs less nitrogen, more P and K. That there needs more nitrogen, so on and so forth. Gets into the whole precision farming part of things, right, Evan? The idea, of course, being is you're putting the fertilizer where it needs to be, but you're not putting any more than what you need to. And, of course, hopefully saving some money along the way with that process. Though, of course, Evan, you have to question, like, how much money are you really saving, right? Because, yeah, now you have to spend the money on variable rate applying. The equipment to a variable rate apply is probably not necessarily as cheap as just putting a straight rate down across the entire field. That, of course, is going to require GPS, which that's going to add to the cost. And, of course, in order to tell what your variable rate needs to be, you need to do soil tests, and probably a lot of them. So, going back to the whole thing, I would like, is it cheaper to, soil test and have the equipment to variable rate apply and variable rate applying, or is it just cheaper just to put a straight application of, you soil test a couple spots and put this amount down across the entire field at the same rate for the entire field, right? In the same amounts, of course, too. Let's see. Christopher was saying, good video as always. Hey, thank you very much for that. John was saying, you should use course plays return to starting point. The workers drive to the starting point when finished. Just a suggestion. Keep up the great work. That is a feature I completely forgot about. John is very much correct on that one. I should be using that feature a little more often. Yes. I don't know why I forgot about that feature. I used to like that feature back in previous versions of the game. I didn't even think about it here in 22 of them, but yes. And for those who are not familiar with that, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but basically what it does, Evan, once course play finishes the course, it will then go back to the start point, which typically in most of the cases I'm doing, everyone, it's going to be probably at the field entrance or wherever the auto drive course is set up for, right? So we just go right back to where we started, essentially. Nifty little, essentially, I don't know if you quite want to call it a return to home feature, because we're not quite actually going like back to the shop, but at least the home for the field anyway. Okay, I've seen our fertilizer spreader reach its destination. Let's go, speaking of course play, get you set up on course play here a minute. Okay, get rid of that one. Go to course here, generate the course. Actually, where is the return to? I think that's under the settings, right? Generate that here a minute. We'll go maybe look for those here in a second. I think I'm facing the wrong direction, aren't I? Yes, I am. Yeah, that's fine. Turn around here a minute. Also widen it back out here. Don't want course by tipping over our spreader here now. We are fully loaded after all. It's a bit of a load on there. And as you folks have seen in the past, fairly easy, at least for me, to tip over. Let's see, where is the return to starting point? Yes, let's turn that on. There we go. Also, raise tools late, early. Yep, usually like to change those settings as well, everyone. Although with the fertilizer spreader here, maybe it doesn't quite matter so much, but... especially with like cultivating, plowing, stuff like that. Speaking of plowing, we haven't done a whole lot of plowing contracts here. Plowing should be turned on, just, guess we don't plow on this map or something. Anyway, back to cultivating here. See what else we have for some comments. Oh, this one isn't necessary for playing the game. This is for modding, but kind of good to know. Theo was saying the fix for a reverse camera works both in Farming Simulator 19 and in Farming Simulator 22. So yeah, for those who do any modding, good to know that that trick still works yet. And of course, by the way, if you folks like some modding here, I have been doing a little bit of modding here as of late on the RDAllen live streams. You can find those linked down below in the description there. Didn't get to any last week, and we probably won't get to any this week here either, but hopefully maybe by next week we can get back into some modding here again, everyone. So for those who like watching the modding live streams, make sure you stay tuned for those. Of course, go over to Twitch and make sure you're following and or if you'd like to help support, subscribe over there. It's interesting how Twitch and YouTube kind of flip-flop their terminology a little bit, right? Over on YouTube, when you subscribe to a YouTube channel. Over on Twitch, you follow a YouTube, or maybe a Twitch channel in that case. You follow the Twitch channel. Then, of course, over on Twitch, if you'd like to help support the streamer, then you subscribe. So, like, subscribing, of course, that one is the paid tier for subscribing to someone. Versus over on YouTube here, I forget what YouTube, I guess they just call it join. Essentially, join, you subscribe and join the channel. Well, I've been looking at time here. Looks like it is about time to wrap it up here for today's episode. So hopefully off camera here, we'll get these contracts finished up, and we'll have to see once I win. If there's no other contracts, we'll probably just end up skipping time through the night here again. Like I said, we'll go to the month of September here. See once, yeah, there's not a whole lot on the map here for September. We do have some planting, maybe. We'll see once if we actually end up doing any of that. And then there's some harvesting here, too, once we get to October. So October, hopefully, will be a little bit better month. And we'll have to see how it goes. So with that, everyone, thanks for watching. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching. Until next time.